he wasn't going to let it go. And that was like, when you get to a certain level, it will bite you. Like, when Father Time comes and snatches you up a little bit, which it did him. But you don't get to that level without that absurd level of self-belief and confidence. And that comes, that ego, that, like, look, the LeBron thing, him finally making fun of himself for like not reading books and now having the commercial where he's like, no, I actually do this. And it's like, yeah, okay.
It'd been great if the book was upside down.
Yeah. I mean, he
upside down
kind of did that in the commercial, but it's like that part of it is I kind of roll my eyes at, but also at the same token go, yeah, I get it. If I was that good, I'd be, oh God, I'm unbearable as it is now.
Is it safe to say that dog is ego, but not all ego is dog? Like we were talking about Scotty and like that drive and the Kobes and the Michaels and the Tom Brady's of the world.
I think it's a change in projection.
Ego is a part of dog, but dog has some ego in it, but ego does not always represent dog.
Yes, because there are guys that think they are Himothy, and they are not.
Dude, I got what's his name in the news all the time. We were talking about him the other day, the burnout from K-State. Went second overall.
Oh, Beasley.
Beasley, yeah. That guy thinks he's awesome.
Well, I'll tell you this.
That guy thinks he's real awesome.
No, I mean,
and he might have been real awesome.
He was.
But the career doesn't show that. To an average fan, you don't see that.
Like if you talk to NBA players and you talk about like quote unquote talented, they'll all tell you Be Easy was nasty.
We say the same thing about Rashid. If Rashid wanted to, he'd be the best player of all time.
And Rashid flat out said he didn't want to.
He didn't want to. Ooh, I think Rashid is in my top 5. I think he's my Blazer that hits the top 5.
Oh, it's Brandon for me. It's not even close.
I can't, dude.
Because he's a Husky?
Yep.
Yeah, well.
I know it's too bad.
It's your loss. It's your loss.
It is my loss. I'll take Rashid.
Because Brandon to me
you can have Brandon. I'll have Rashid.
Brandon's played the most aesthetically pleasing basketball of anybody I've ever seen.
That is true. He was nice to watch.
It was the natural is the most fitting name for any player ever.
I had to root against him.
It's Brandon Roy to basketball is Ken Griffey to me for baseball.
Just that smooth.
Just pure essence of what the sport is supposed to be.
What number on the list of weird things is this from Kyrie? It doesn't even hit the list, does it? Of him watching his own mixtape.
Like if you put this on like a bullet point thing and you said if you give me 20 bullet points and you said 5 of these are not true, this wouldn't even come close. I'm like, that's true. That's true.
All right, weekend scraps. When we come back, a little bit of things we missed from the weekend that don't really require a ton, but I want to chat about because damn it, I get to. We'll do that next. This is Harrison Marang on 1080 The Fan. Check. Coming up in 45 minutes, we'll chat a little Damian Lillard press conference tonight. One of us is going to be there. And I'll give you a hint. I'll be at home watching Kyrie Irving highlights.
There you go.
So it won't be me.
Yeah, hopefully it's one of those things that starts on time.
Yeah, right.
I would very much like it to start on time because I'm hanging out downtown so I don't drive home and then immediately turn around and drive back.
Dude, nothing starts on time. The only thing you can promise starts on time is like the news and me. Like that's it.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Weekend scrapped some things to pass by. Will Levis out for the year. That kind of hit me by surprise.
I think it hit the Titans by surprise, for being honest.
You know, we were going to...
Typically, you have off-season surgery in the off-season.
I feel like this was just their way to... this is their way to announce that Cam Ward is going to be the starter because they didn't want to say it from the jump, but they were like, oh, Will Levis is out now. Guess we're going to have to start the kid.
Yeah, no. Oh, no. The number 1 overall pick. This is what we have to go do.
Former Washington State University quarterback Cam Ward.
Do you hold on to that?
Hell yeah, I do, brother.
Who holds on to it more, Washington State, Indiana, or Incarnate Word?
Incarnate Ward should.
Yeah.
They should.
Yeah, right? I was talking to a buddy of mine last night.
He didn't go to Indiana. That's Michael Penix.
I'm sorry, Penix. I'm sorry, yeah.
But Miami.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, I'm conflating my Washington adjacent quarterbacks that came from other places.
Yeah, dude. And when John Mateer is the 3rd quarterback taken in the draft next year, I'll claim him as Wazoo too.
I mean, you probably should.
Greatest quarterbacks of all time in Wazoo history. Not Cam Ward. He kind of sucked at Wazoo.
No, he didn't suck.
I'd take John Mateer over Cam Ward.
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. I'd take Gardner Minshew too.
Oh, you're nasty.
No, that's just where I live.
Good Lord.
Some other news.
You're like a raccoon. You just loved hopping in that dumpster bin.
Hell yeah, dude.
Good God. And then look.
Trash pandas, they're so cute when they're kids.
I love me some Gardner. There's no doubt about it. And I mean no ill repute to any Coug quarterback. But yeah, come on.
That's my guy.
Come on. Cam Ward?
No.
Come on.
Gardner's my guy.
Okay.
Chris Paul signs a 1-year deal with the Clippers, and let me tell you what, we're doing the wrong things again.
You're so
more
weird
old
about
guys.
this.
More old guys. This is how we're going to win titles, is bringing old guys that can't stay healthy.
They have 10 of them.
I know.
So you're fine.
What if they all go on a boat ride together and they all tear their ACLs?
Well, I mean, you can say the
then
same.
they look like the Mavericks.
Sure, that could happen to anybody. But the whole adding Chris Paul to this team isn't entirely fine. Chris Paul, you know how many games Chris Paul played last year?
How many?
82.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm such a Chris Paul hater.
Oh, why?
I don't know, because I just don't like him.
Look,
most people don't like him.
I know.
He's been made fun of since he was in college.
You're sitting here saying how much Kyrie this, Kyrie that. Like you're willing to throw these things out. Chris Paul's the point guard for a reason.
If you don't know that I'm a massive hypocrite yet, Danny, we're in for a long ride.
That's fine. I can at least go.
Look, I would take Kyrie over Chris Paul every day of my life.
I wouldn't, because
every day of my life.
I would take CP because Chris Paul, his ability to raise the floor, look, he's an a-hole in the best possible way. Like his ability, no matter what team he has gone to, he has elevated them to a level of competency that heretofore. The Clippers are one of the worst franchises in the NBA pre-Chris Paul. The second they got Chris Paul, from that point forward, they have been a relevant franchise.
Fair. And I like how Chris Paul plays basketball. I just don't like Chris Paul.
That's fine. You can separate the two the same way you can separate Kyrie.
I don't want to this time.
I hate that we're at this point where in his career where he's nearing 40 years old and people are talking about wash Chris Paul. Chris Paul is, when you talk about the top 5 point guards of all time, Chris Paul is a top 5 point guard of all time.
Stockton, Kidd, Chris Paul,
Steph.
Remember, I don't count Magic.
Yeah. If you're not counting Magic, fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
maybe Kyrie.
I take CP over.
Sure, but maybe top 5. Kyrie, top 5 point guard.
But
CP there's
is
somebody I'm missing. I love a Darren Williams.
Oh yeah, well he cratered.
I love a Mike Conley Jr.
I mean, great player, one-time All-Star, but great player.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
But Chris Paul he's the point guard for a reason.
To win their first thing ever, the Charlotte Hornets win the Summer League. I saw that the Hornets won the Summer League, and I was like, oh, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Knipple.
Yeah,
I'm down. I'm rooting for the kid.
Knipple winning the Summer League MVP was a little he didn't play a game.
That's the Young Bongs. That should have been the Young Bongs.
Honestly, if it was going to anybody, it probably should have gone to Filipowski for the Jazz.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was averaging a 30 bomb. It was good Lord, dude. What are you turning into?
But I saw they were getting their rings for winning the Summer League, and so I got a lot of thoughts that go through my head. Do these rings all fit? Are they universal sizing?
I think they're universal.
Do they know everybody? Like, what's universal? Danny, I can see your sausage fingers from over here.
Whoa. I don't have sausage fingers. I have tiny fingers.
I actually couldn't see because this Clorox bleach thing in front of me.
Yeah, the Isaac Ropp wipe down thing. You have sausage fingers. I have very.
Do I?
I have very tiny, dainty hands.
Oh well, mine are soft.
Look,
Remember,
man,
mine are soft.
I will tell you right now.
What is a unisex ring size?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I used to wear my wedding ring, on my necklace because it just, number one, my ring finger on my left hand is like 8 ways crooked, and it's also like it's much skinnier than all the others because of just issues with my hand.
Issues.
Yeah, by issues I mean a hole in my hand. But beyond that, I like we've talked about this. I am like God's cruel joke of like leftover body parts thrown together. I have enormous feet, short legs, freakishly long arms, small hands, huge head, little nose, big ears.
I got them.
It is literally just bolt-on parts thrown together.
I got them big feet too.
Yeah.
What size you wear?
13.
I'm a 12.
Yeah.
I got big feet.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
To add insult to injury, when I was thinking about this ring size too, then the television or the internet, I can't remember which, told me that this is the first thing the Hornets have ever won.
Yeah,
as a franchise.
Yeah,
no MVPs.
Who?
Zoe?
No.
Grandmama?
No.
Rookie of the year?
Muggsy never won
rookie?
a dunk contest, did he? I don't think he did.
To the machine. Yeah. To the machine.
No, Spud. It was Spud, not Muggsy. I'm confusing my little man.
Rookie of the year?
Yeah.
Question mark?
They got nothing, man. It's a sad sack franchise.
Let's see.
It is what it is.
In 1986, he led the ACC in steals and assists.
There you go. In college,
he won the Francis Pomeroy Naismith Award.
Yeah, not for the Charlotte Hornets.
As a senior, he won the Arnold Palmer Award as as Wake Forest's most valuable athlete. I bet you Chris Paul's got one of those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chris Paul and Tim Duncan.
Duncan went to Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, you said Wake, right?
Whoa. Sometimes I get Wake Forest and Georgia Tech really confused.
Oh, you're not the only one.
Am I not the only one?
Really?
All the time.
Oh, all the time.
Is it just the yellow?
I don't know.
The gold and black.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. Every person I ever know that played for Wake Forest.
In that section of the country somewhere.
I would say mixing up like Wake Forest and Vanderbilt.
Nope. Any player that has ever played for Wake Forest, I usually assume they played for Georgia Tech. I'm like Chris Paul. Yeah, he went to Georgia Tech, right?
That's Steph Marbury.
Calvin Johnson, Wake Forest, right?
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's probably the number one that I'm bad at.
Jarrett Jack, Georgia Tech guy.
Georgia Tech, but that's easy because they're the Yellow Jackets and he's a Jack.
Yeah.
I won money on that.
His full name is Trailblazers legend Jarrett Jack.
Indeed.
Yes, thank you, Rust. That's the hardest working producer in sports right there. Move over, swag. I got Rusty. It's probably the worst confusion that I have.
Wake is kind of like Pitt with football, where they've had good success, but it's their alumni
is insane.
Like, it's insane. Like Wake's, like if you took like the best players from Wake ever and threw them on a team, you're like, damn,
this team's actually pretty good.
Like, whoa, okay, like yeah, sure, they never really had them all at the same time, but boy, that's a pretty good team. It's pretty interesting when you look at it. You've got Chris Paul, you've got Tim Duncan, you've got Jeff Teague. Aminu was a Wake Forest guy. Who else you got?
Nobody. I'm just going to shift gears here because I am correct. Grandmama won Rookie of the Year in 1991 for the Hornets. And that's why I'm a basketball guy. And that, my friends, is why I'm a basketball guy. Move over, Marang. You're not going to Dame's press conference tonight. PMF and Harris is going to Damian Lillard's press conference tonight. That's what's going down.
I'm trying to think, who else was in that class?
I don't know. I got so lucky with
that.
No. I'm not going to lie.
For some reason,
so lucky.
I would have thought that was Mutombo.
Mutombo, was he drafted in the 91?
Yeah.
He's in the 91 draft? Because Grandmama went first, right?
Yeah. It was that UNLV team, him and GA. And,
the best paid team in basketball history.
Yeah.
Behind Duke last year.
Hey, man. Tark did it well.
Dude, I love Grandmama. He's so great. All right, when we come back, let's dive more back into this NFLPA situation. Are these guys really hosed? What's the future look like? And is the NFL quickly becoming the worst union in all of pro sports? Plus Damian Lillard's press conference. Loaded third hour. Don't go anywhere. That's Danny Marang. I'm Patrick Harris. Rusty on the ones and twos. 1080 The Fan.
I'm
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on 1080 The Fan.
Jeff Rust with your Sports Center update. First on The Fan, the Mariners continue their homestand after taking 2 of 3 from the Astros over the weekend. Got a 3-game set with the Brewers starting tonight. George Kirby on the bump for Seattle, opposite Brandon Woodruff for Milwaukee. It's a 6:40 first pitch on Root Sports. The Mariners are 4 games back of the Astros in the AL West. Over in the NFL, Titans announced quarterback Will Levis will have season-ending surgery on his throwing shoulder. He first suffered that AC joint injury against the Dolphins last September 30th. That leaves number 1 overall pick Cam Ward as the presumptive starter. Chris Paul has agreed to a deal with the Clippers for his 21st and likely final season. He had multiple suitors, including the Bucks, Hornets, and Mavericks, but Paul chose the Clippers due to their familiarity from the past and the proximity to his family, who lives in L.A., and free agent forward Doug McDermott agreeing to a 1-year, $3.6 million deal to return to the Kings. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
More, please. Golf in the Northwest with Jason Swigart is back. Saturdays at 8 a.m. before the Sinner and the Saint on Portland's sports leader, 1080 The Fan.
That's right. This is hour number 3. If you missed any of the first 2 hours, you can download that 1080thefan.com, wherever you get your podcasts, including places that rhyme with huge announcement today at 3 o'clock. Huge announcement today at 3 o'clock. It's so huge, Isaac Rupp came to work early. I really wanted a badoom there. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. You know it's big if Rob's already in the building. If Rob's already in the building, it's a big deal. That's a huge deal. I can't tell you how huge this is. It's an absolute huge deal. In a half hour, Damian Lillard will be introduced. In a half hour, we will talk about Damian Lillard being introduced until 6 officially as a Blazer tonight at 6 p.m. One of us is going, and it is not the resident basketball hero. It is Danny Marang. Oh, that's where I needed another one.
There you go.
I'm on fire today, Danny.
And it's not Dame being introduced as a Trailblazer. It's being reintroduced.
Reintroduced. The greatest free agent signing in the history of the Portland Trailblazers.
It is funny. I made that joke on Twitter, but it's also true.
It's also true.
It's 100%
I thought Scottie Pippen was a big deal.
He's trade.
No, it was a trade?
Yeah.
I don't remember back then. I remember watching that.
Was that like Theo Ratliff and company going out? Pippen, I want to say.
God, I can't remember.
Was Pippen on the Rockets first?
No.
He came from the Bulls to the Blazers, and then Blazers to Rockets.
I think that was the path, yeah.
Because didn't him and Chuck play at the Rockets?
All of it.
Didn't they try to put something together at the end?
I'm telling you, man, post-COVID, my ability to remember stuff in like transactional order just went to hell.
Georgia Tech, Wake Forest.
Chicago, then Houston for a season.
For a season, yeah.
Because in that Houston year, I swear him and like Charles Barkley and they were trying to get they were basically the Clippers. A bunch of old, burned out dudes trying to win a natty. Right? I swear, you guys need to catch up on your basketball. It's embarrassing.
But yeah, then it was 4 years in Portland before the one ceremonial year back in Chicago.
It's absolutely embarrassing being around you guys.
So,
sorry,
yeah, no,
we
my
got NBA Patrick over there.
Yeah, like I said, my ability to kind of reconcile that stuff, particularly on the fly now, is like it got short circuited in that 3-year period.
Dude, college football is really tough with years. Like how many years guys have played.
God.
I was listening to Dirt and Sprague this morning. They were talking about Ty Thompson. And they couldn't remember like how many years he'd been in. Like what was his freshman year?
Cam Rising, dude. Like I had him at Pac-12 Media Days, and like I'm like, God, that was like 3 years ago. And then I was like, no, that was almost 4 years ago. It's like, oh God, are you kidding me? Like, whether it was Bo or Dylan Gabriel, they were around for 6 years. Like it was just like, you guys are damn near doctors at this point. Good
Chris
God.
Wanke level. They're as old as Chris Wanke. Now
Cam Rising was in college when I was in college.
Yeah, I was just saying, like it's been forever.
I lived across the street from him.
And there's somebody in college football right now that has like a 35-year-old on their roster.
That's dope. Well, I think it's a D2 school.
Yeah, but
I'm not allowed to say that. Division I AA.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm going to say D2 for the rest of my life. NBA guy over here. We talked about this in the 12 o'clock hour. The NFLPA, boy, is in a really, really tough spot. We talked about Lloyd Howell resigning as the head. his right hand, his predecessor, J.C. Treader, he is stepping down as well. Some really, damning things that really come to my attention on this, and that's a lot of it is that I'm very, very worried about the future of this union. I'm very, very worried about the future of the NFL player and how their voices. Former linebacker Will Compton, he posted this on Twitter the other day. He said, "We got to be the dumbest union in all of sports. Yeah, let's vote for the guy who's in charge of hiring Lloyd Howe. Let's vote for the guy who swept a lot of S under the rug when NFL owners were colluding to not give out guaranteed contracts. The NFLPA is constantly outmatched, and it's truly our own doing."
Yeah, well, and there's another part of that because the contracts aren't guaranteed, because careers are shorter, because it's such a finite window to work through.
Look, baseball hands out stupid money,
and
that's all guaranteed.
But
basketball,
also,
the same.
You also have longer careers, and so you have these guys that aren't willing to, when it comes to brass tacks, the owners know that they're going to win any work stoppage. They're just going to, because
NFL's king.
Not just that. They're king because the career longevity. A guy can't say, "I'm not going to play this year."
But wouldn't you argue that a shorter career span should be guaranteed money?
Well, I'm not.
No, we don't need to get into that. I mean, we all agree.
That's not even what I'm arguing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about even if it is guaranteed money, because you're going to tell okay, I'm the old guy, you're the young guy coming in, and you're sitting there saying in year one, "Yeah, why don't you sit out?" I'm going, "No, you sit out. I only have so many years. I'm not doing this for you. This is about me.
My name's Will Levis, and I'm the starting quarterback here."
But that's the thing. It's everybody's like, "Well, why won't you be willing to do it for the next generation?" Everybody's talks about that, whether it's in the union and everything else, or something political. No, you take the budget shortfall. It's whoa. That's why we get mad at the boomers and the Gen Zers get mad at the millennials. It's
for setting us all up to fail.
It's no, because everybody wants to be high and mighty until it's time to be high and mighty with your stuff.
Yeah, everybody talks about wanting to work hard until they have to work hard. Or that's why I do radio.
Or sacrifice.
True. Nobody will sacrifice anything.
No, you sacrifice for me. It's what do you mean? We're all old enough. I don't believe I'm ever gonna see a penny of Social Security. I don't. I'm never planning on it.
You know what's funny, Danny? You and I have very, very opposite views on a lot of stuff when it comes politically. I 100% agree with you.
But
I'm never going to see a penny of that.
And I look at that and I go, I'm not counting on it. I'm not planning on it. It's absolutely not a part of my retirement. If I get it, great, grand, awesome. But I am not factoring it in. And it's not because I'm sitting here being high and mighty and we're gonna take the hit. The assumption is at some point in time it's gonna go away.
Yes, I agree.
So that's how I'm operating. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, it's the same kind of mentality of well, why should I take the hit so somebody else gets the bet? Why do I take the punch in the face so somebody else gets a better deal later? It's nah, man. And that's just the reality. Whenever everybody wants to be gangster until the guns get pulled. That's really what it comes down to. And it's yeah, dude, it's different when you're the one in the crosshairs.
I think I've mentioned this before. It's like Justin Timberlake at the end of Alpha Dog. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, but
he's this really cool, hard A kind of guy, and then at the very end, when S hits the fan, he starts crying like a little bee.
It's what happens to most people. That's just the reality of it.
Tell you what, I would take a punch for you, Danny.
Oh, there you go. I'd hit somebody for you.
That was a nice way of him saying he wouldn't take a punch for me.
This is more kind of quasi-breaking news. Don Van Natta has also been chasing this story as well.
So now we got 3 people on this?
Oh,
dude,
yeah. And
they're Sohos.
And Van Natta's another investigative reporter.
He was one that wrote the first big piece for ESPN.
Yes, when they finally did.
Yeah.
Dawn's the one they put on.
He's the guy. He likes to dig deep
because he's an OG. He's they
should just call him the excavator.
There's kind of this belief in the NBA. If Baxter Holmes is sniffing around, you done screwed up.
Yeah.
If Baxter Holmes is around, buddy, prepare.
Yeah, it's like if the IRS starts sniffing around your business dealings, you're like, uh-oh.
Before Neil O'Shea got fired, Baxter was around Portland, and I was like, here we go.
guys, move on.
It's yeah, this is gonna be interesting. But Van Natta had this 25 minutes ago. Ex-NFLPA boss Lloyd Howe Jr. has resigned from the Carlyle Group, a spokesman has told ESPN. The spokesman refused to say when Howe resigned and why. The Carlyle Group is one of those private equity firms. And what this is Lloyd Howe going, please stop digging. Please stop digging. Please, I am begging you to stop digging.
Well, now he doesn't have a job.
At 2 places.
He got fired twice.
Because I think he
how you get fired on your day off?
I mean, he got fired while he was taking a break, and I was like, "Oof, that's even tougher."
How you gonna get fired on your day off?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, but like, this is, and if the reporters are worth their salt, and they are, the guys that are chasing this,
These 3 people are all good in my book.
Yep, they're gonna find more. They're gonna find more, and this is gonna be the unraveling of the NFLPA. That's what this is gonna be.
And that's kind of where I want to shift it to next. Like, what does the future of this look like? I already think this is the worst union in all of sports because you have the shortest lifespan and non-guaranteed contracts. I don't know. And that's why I'm losing my train of thought here. Can't figure out where I want to go. That's why I'm worried about the future of them, because there's media collusion. Now the guy that's leading your union is colluding with owners, yet you are in a place that you cannot speak out and you can't do anything about it because you're the biggest, most profitable sports league in America, and they will do whatever it takes. You are all disposable. Where do they go next? Where do they go next? We'll try to find out. Harrison Marang, 1080 The Fan. Coming up in 45 minutes, you will learn your fate. You will learn the fate of your life. Your life will be changed forever.
Indeed. We'll say.
I actually can say that. It's the truth. Your life will be changed forever.
That song, banger of a song.
Dude, I saw them on that tour. I saw Temple of the Dog at the Paramount in Seattle.
The best super band of all time.
Everybody, of course, was like, oh, man, is Eddie going to be there? Is Eddie going to be there? Is he going to do Hunger Strike? You know, Eddie lives in Seattle. And I was very, very stoked for it until I walked up to the Paramount, and on the marquee it said, in bigger letters, in the biggest font, it said, Live Nation Presents. And then in smaller font below it said Temple of the Dog. And I was like, Eddie ain't going to be here. I don't think Eddie's going to be here. Eddie don't like them Live Nation people. Eddie got problems. Eddie got problems. Well, to put a little bow on this, and I'm sure as more news comes out over the next weeks, months, years, whatever it is, we will continue to talk about this because I think it is important, not that we are some, crusading journalists or anything, but I think it is very important to talk about things that the media tries to poo-poo, okay? Whether it's Hong Kong, the Epstein list, collusion in the NFL.
Sure.
I am very, very concerned about the future of the NFLPA, and you kind of alluded to this last segment that this could be really, really bad. They almost could take steps backwards.
I don't think they could. They already are.
In the next collective bargaining agreement, what kind of things would they lose?
I mean, the idea of trust. Yeah, like that's the thing is like now
there's already all those undercurrents of basically slave labor.
Yeah, and not just that, but like they're already we've talked about this. They get their ass kicked in negotiations. It is what it is because of that fear that nobody's going to have a real work stoppage because you can't forego those years. And it's difficult in baseball and in basketball. We've talked about this and. Is baseball going to hit a work stoppage? The NHL got theirs done ahead of time because things are going so well for them.
And real quick, as a diehard baseball guy, look, there's no salary cap coming. It's not coming. It'll never happen.
You don't think so?
Nope. Sure don't. It hasn't happened. It's not going to.
See, I am on the.
It would be the biggest fold for players. They will never do it.
And that's the thing is, I think that the owners are going to, and that's why we're gonna hit a work stoppage in baseball.
Baseball's held out before.
I know.
The players are not afraid to hold out, but as you mentioned, NFL players are afraid to hold out.
Yeah.
But maybe that's what this takes. If the NFL has a work stoppage, that could finally be something that knocks them down a peg. Because right now, Roger Goodell and the owners kind of get away with whatever they want in the NFL.
Well, they also have owners that have more money than God.
Exactly.
That's the thing is, like, and they'll look at a work
There's a lot
stoppage.
of cheap baseball owners.
That's the thing. You've got 7 or 8 of them where, that's where where I think the salary cap might come into play. Where in the NFL, you have owners that have so much money that they'll tell them all to go to hell. They will. I don't think you're ever going to get it. And from the player side, you could say, well, maybe this is a good thing. Like, I'll play a little devil's advocate here. Maybe it's a good thing because you're going to root this out, and you're going to clean it out, and you're going to start fresh. Well, that could work, but now you have to worry about the trust. Now you have to worry about getting the right people in there, and there's going to be some
that job,
and there's going to be some hesitancy from everyone because you get burned, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, we want somebody with experience. Well, if somebody with experience might be tainted because they might have a relationship with this guy or like. That world, like no matter what world you're in our world, in radio, we know people in other markets at other stations, and like we hear stories about certain things about who you trust. Like if you bring a new general manager in or a new PD in, like we're lucky in that my former co-host is now our boss and has been here for 15 plus years. But if we'd gone outside the building, there would have been a hesitancy.
Big time. There would have been a lot of trust. I mean, it's the same with my chair right here. Mm-hmm. You and I still have to learn and break bread and get to know each other and build that chemistry and that bond. But it does help
that billions of dollars at stake.
But it helps that we knew each other walking into this. We 100%. May have never done a show together before this, but we said hi. We knew each other. We knew all about blah, blah, blah. I wasn't just some kid from Buffalo. Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah. But like that's the thing is like, that trust. And when Dusty and I set out to do this and we knew what was going to happen, he asked me what the most important thing was. And I go, look, man, there's a lot of people who can talk sports. And I told you this. Mm-hmm. My number one thing is I have to trust who's over there. And it's not just the on-air stuff; it's the off-air stuff. Because
you just wanted a basketball guy, and you got me.
No,
the NBA head here at 1080 The Fan.
I flat out said I don't care what sport their favorite is.
Yeah.
Like what like it's the trust,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because we spend, like Dusty and I have talked about this so many times over the years. We spend more time talking to each other than we do our families and our spouses. Because it like we talk like. You guys see
3 hours a day. You hear 3 hours a day. We hear like 5.
Yeah, like it's like that's the thing is like we're here pre-show and post-show and all the other stuff. Like you guys see us on air. You guys don't see us in commercial breaks and the stuff that we talk about and what's going on at home and what things we're going through. Like that stuff is more important because like we spend so much time together. And it's the same thing when you're talking about elevating this to like you're representing all 1,400 players in the NFL. And you're not just representing the guys at the very top because there's only so few of those. You're
mostly the middle and the bottom.
Yes. And that's the thing. And those guys don't have the guaranteed money in their contracts that the guys at the very top have.
You're representing Will Levis, not Patrick Mahomes.
And that's the thing is because those guys are taken care of. They don't have to worry about this.
Yeah.
But the guys at the top are like, I'll sit out, blah, 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 blah. And then they get mad at the other guys who won't sit out because they're, the average career span is 3.5 years. If you ask somebody to sit out a year, you're asking somebody to throw away
a third of their career.
And it's like, it's just not going to happen.
How do they come back from this? I know it's about gaining trust, but how are you going to get that trust?
And in how much time?
Yeah, who do you bring in to be a leader? I feel almost like you got to bring in a leader that's somebody you know, like that the world knows. Like Barack Obama, he's a former lawyer. Can you get him to be the head of the NFLPA? Like, I feel like they need a name like that. Somebody that could come in and not necessarily a football guy, but somebody that could come in and be known to the casual fan and have that respect already in, and somebody that doesn't need anything.
And that's the thing is like
Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, like
go get the boss.
On the NBA side, CJ McCollum got killed.
He got killed
because of this.
He's getting killed right now.
Yeah. Draymond Green, without saying his name, threw him under the bus, backed up over him, then drove over him again.
CJ McCollum is getting killed in this NFLPA thing because it makes people bring up CJ McCollum's failures in the NBA. That's why I'm saying I think they got to find somebody that is maybe not even a football guy, but a name that transcends football, somebody that is respected and doesn't need the money. Because right now it looks like dude's just trying to get rich.
But not only that, it's not just the top on the non-player side. The player reps, the president and vice president, those guys weren't privy to this. They didn't have the relationship. Like that's why he's gone.
Right.
So if they didn't know, they need to go too.
Yep.
And so now you got to look at that and all the different player reps.
It's like fault by stupidity.
And it's like
we talked about that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like it's not just cleaning house at the very top; it's cleaning the entire cabinet. It's like if you get a mold infection at the house, it's like you don't just get rid of you don't just fumigate the room; you got to do the whole house.
Yeah.
And so it's like
tear it down.
That's the thing is like how like this was a load-bearing wall.
Yeah.
And if you tear down a load-bearing wall, the house is no longer stable. You got to build another load-bearing wall, and that is a difficult thing to do, man.
You're talking about culture.
Yeah.
You're talking about culture.
And that's not nobody wants to care about this, and you shouldn't care about this. Like that's just the reality, but because you're talking about millionaires fighting with billionaires, and I get all of that.
Yeah, I hate that excuse though.
But when you boil
it's
it
those
down,
millionaires and billionaires that gave us a job and our listeners out there something to watch when they're bored.
And I don't argue with like that part of it, but it's like that's how people distance themselves. But this is going to have ramifications like on the game because of how this stuff is going to shake out.
Yeah, and don't be shocked that there's no. Like we haven't heard from current players on this. Patrick Mahomes, are you available for comment on this? I am absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No.
And that's part of the problem too, because where is the Lamar, the Mahomes,
well, you've got
Kelsey,
the former players like Compton.
The former players, Compton,
yeah,
Jason Kelsey might say something about this, but you need current players.
And it goes back to my point about having skin in the game.
And rich guys.
Yes, they can say this because they're taken care of.
I want Joe Burrow to say something.
But that's the thing is you're asking somebody the whole again like everybody's a
gangster
until the guns in their face
come out.
Like that's the thing is like when it's in your face and it's pointed at you, all of a sudden it's different.
Who's the guy that would do it best?
I mean, do you trust Lamar or Joe or even Mahomes to do it? Like I don't
trust any of them to do it. Maybe like a Matt Stafford.
Yeah, because he has enough cascade
and he's
on
about to
his way
leave.
out. He can go pew 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 and fire shots back.
And he's out of L.A. Sean McVay might support him.
Yeah, but they got the coaches union. It's a little bit different, but
but I mean, I think he would support his guy.
Yeah,
that won him a Super Bowl.
The list is very short. Like Jalen Hurts is not going to go.
Hurts ain't going to do it. Tua ain't, name any quarterback in the NFL. I just decided any quarterback in the NFL, not named Matt Stafford, none of them are going to do it. Because you're either too high profile, a rookie, or surviving.
Or let's say you're a redemption guy like Baker.
Yeah,
Baker's not going to
not going to S where you eat.
No, not just that. People are going to go. They're not going to take him seriously because of what he was when he was younger.
Right. And he was almost out of the league, so why play with fire?
So that's what I mean. I think, honestly, your point on Stafford, he might be the guy.
The guy. Yeah. Yeah, because if a wide receiver does it, you're just a diva wide receiver.
And you're like, shut up and take your money and catch the ball.
If a running back does it, it's like you're just mad because they're trying to eliminate the running back. Oh, man, dude. They're so hosed.
Well, you almost need like a Bart Scott.
Yeah.
You need like a defensive dude. Like
you need a loudmouth linebacker.
Yeah, you need a lunatic. You need I'd say Ray Lewis, but he's got
a Ray Lewis.
But he's got a case against him. You know what I mean? Like you can't
an Ed Reed kind of guy.
Troy Polamalu.
Polamalu would be great.
You need one.
Polamalu would be great because he's like more on the nicer side, despite being a terrorizing human being.
Incredibly well respected. Like you Brian Urlacher. Like you need a psychopath that's a football guy through and through.
But they can't be too psychopath because you can't be Myles Garrett.
See, that's what I mean. Like you start kind of going down this list of guys, and it's all of a sudden it's like
Von Miller too old.
He also has issues.
Yeah, that's
true.
That's
what I mean. Like it's very like when
stop hitting women, guys.
When you start like going down, like trying to find the who can tick all the boxes, the list gets very short very quickly.
Very quickly. All right, we come back. There's a big press conference tonight. Not as exciting as the news coming up in a half hour. The big, giant news in a half hour on Isaac and Suk at 3 o'clock. But there is a press conference tonight at 6 o'clock. One of us will be attending, the basketball head here. That's next. But first, we'll throw it over to, what's that guy's name? The Big Kahuna? To Jeff Rust with sports.
I hear they got some tasty burgers.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on 1080 The Fan.
This update brought to you by 808 Hawaiian Restaurant. Mixed plates like Grandma used to make. If your grandma were from the Big Island, Woodstock, Burnside, Beaverton, or online at ate-oh-ate.com. First on The Fan, the Tennessee Titans announced quarterback Will Levis will have season-ending surgery on his throwing shoulder. He first suffered the AC joint injury September 30th against the Dolphins. That leaves number 1 overall pick Cam Ward as the presumptive starter. Jordan Schultz reporting the Packers and offensive tackle Zach Tom agreeing on a 4-year, $88 million extension that could be worth up to $92 million. Mariners continue their homestand after taking 2 of 3 from the Astros. 3-game set with the Brewers starting tonight. George Kirby on the hill for Seattle, opposite Brandon Woodruff for Milwaukee. 6:40 first pitch on Root Sports. Chris Paul agreeing to a deal with the Clippers for his 21st and likely final season. Paul had multiple suitors, including the Bucks, Hornets, and Mavericks, but he chose the familiarity of the Clippers and their proximity to his family. And free agent forward Doug McDermott has agreed to a 1-year, $3.6 million deal to return to the Kings. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Jeff Rust from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Jump back to earlier parts of your favorite fan shows on the Odyssey app. The only way to rewind Portland's sports leader, 1080 The Fan.
customers. Ralph likes his coffee black on Fridays, but Mondays he takes a little cream. Jennifer comes in every 3 years when her lease is up to get the newer and better model. And for some reason,
No, I can't hear us at all. Okay. We can go back to whatever profanity later.
Well, it's more what the concept of
30 minutes away from your life changing forever.
Dun, 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 dun.
30 minutes away from your life changing forever. My life is going to change forever, that's for sure.
Your life already changed.
It's going to change again.
I blessed you.
You blessed me? Jobless. I used to sit next to this guy. I love this guy, my buddy Ray, Epic Ray. I used to sit by him at work. He was my department boss, but we had been friends a long time ago. Every time I'd sneeze, he'd always lean over. Jobless. Big stoner.
Yeah.
Big stoner. The job bless you, man.
Mm-hmm.
The rude boy. Big day today.
It is.
Did I mention today is a big day?
It is a big day.
Huge announcement here coming up in a half hour. Primetime Boys will walk you through that at 3 o'clock. You won't want to miss that. But tonight at 6 p.m., we were wondering when this was going to go down. Tonight at 6 p.m., Damian Lillard will be reintroduced
There you go.
as a Portland Trailblazer. Danny, I'm going to kind of defer to you on this as I have never been to one of these before. What are you expecting?
Well, first of all, it was a bit of a surprise. It's at Moda.
It's at Moda.
It's not at the PF. So I got word, obviously, after he signed, like, okay, when the press conferences, I reached out to
He's
the
going to
Blazers.
chuck threes from the half-court line.
Well, no, it'll be in the Rose Room. It's a separate little room underneath there. We've done plenty of stuff in there before. But I was a little bit surprised it was there. I thought they'd just do it at the PF, but whatever.
What is the PF?
Practice facility.
Practice facility.
So that's typically where we do a lot of these.
Sorry, I'm in the executive side
No,
of the NBA.
You're good. But no, it was one of those things where it was like, okay, let's kind of see where this goes, and they can't do it tomorrow because Dame has his camp tomorrow.
Oh,
poignant time.
He's got his kids camp.
His YMCA kids camp tomorrow.
All right.
Which is going to be.
Why didn't they do it at the YMCA?
Because it would be an absolute S show.
But why not?
Well, you don't want to take away from the look. Dame loves the
Not
kids,
from
man.
the kids.
Don't take away from the kids.
Man of the kids.
So, couldn't do that. And I was like, okay, what time is this going to be at? Kind of a deal. Like I told you, I'm like, hey, man.
I know you were worried it was going to be like 2 p.m. on a Monday.
I'm like, hey, I'm going to be there. So.
Not according to our boss.
Yeah.
Our boss hates you. He
Yeah,
wasn't going to let you go anywhere.
Well, he hated it when we were hosts. I always tell him like, hey, man, I'm not going to be there.
I'm not going to be here.
It's always been, kind of an issue. Like during the week, during the season, I can't go to practice because I'm on air when they do availability. So anytime that there's weekend ones, I always go to those.
Sure.
Or if there's like a massive one like this,
you'll make it happen.
Then I'll make it. Like same thing with like workouts. Like when they bring in like, because I get a heads up on like who's coming into workouts. I'll with Dusty over the years, I'll be like, hey, second round group, I don't necessarily need to go to this one. Like, or it's at a time where like I'll fly in, I'll be here 5 minutes before the show, we'll have it ready to go. But if it's like, hey, no, there's like, in Scoot's draft year, like, hey, they're bringing in Amen Thompson. I need to go be a part of this. And it's like those kind of things. It's a little bit different. But this is going to be big. It's going to be huge as far as like the pomp and circumstance. All the news stations all be there. All the radio stations all be there. And it's going to be weird having him in the building again wearing that jersey. Because, I mentioned this on Friday when I wrote about the whole 89-day trade saga of like, is this the last time I'm going to write about Damian Lillard as a Trailblazer?
Right.
And that was kind of a weird thing,
That's my quarterback.
Well, I opened up that thing, and I cleared it with Dame before I wrote it, years ago. I'm like, hey man, I'm going to share our phone conversation that we had because Dame told me was it about a week before the trade demand that he was going to happen.
Adios.
Yeah, it was like some version of hey man, this is it. I think we're done, and it was it was a very long, it was a couple
Sure.
hour long conversation where we talked about that for maybe 5 minutes, and then we talked for 2 hours about life and family. And
he's a guy that you want to talk about life with.
Yeah, and it was a crazy conversation. It's one that I will never forget because the stuff that we talked about didn't just encompass his basketball career; it was life, and it was just like it was such a unique situation to be in.
503-864-6326. What should Danny ask Damian Lillard tonight? You can ask questions?
Yeah.
You ask questions at these things?
Oh, yeah, I always do.
What should Danny ask? Jeff, do you got any ideas on what Danny should ask?
Ooh.
I've got one.
Do you?
You should say, excuse me, Mr. Lillard, Danny Marang, co-host of Harris and Marang on 1080 The Fan.
You got any of those Lillard ones still kicking around?
Will you still wear the letter 0?
Letter O?
The letter 0. I want you to say the letter 0.
No, definitely not doing that.
I want you to ask him if he's going to wear the letter 0.
They're going to introduce him with. He's gonna,
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste my question on that. One of the things I
want silly questions.
No, God, no. No. One of the things I actually am going to ask, I think I'm going to ask him about is.
Are the Blazers leaving Portland?
No.
Just trying to railroad Danny over here.
The thing I'm actually thinking I'm going to ask him about is, it's something I've asked multiple general managers about around the league, is that would he be in favor of a return to play protocol for calf injuries, for calf strains, similar to that of concussions?
The conversation of did Hallie come back too early? Why are we snapping Achilles, et cetera, et cetera?
Because it's not just him, it's not just Hallie, it's not just Tatum, it's also DeJounte Murray. Like, you just kind of go down a list of guys that have
just
suffered.
because they're not all superstars doesn't mean it's not happening to everybody.
Yeah, it's something I'm considering asking him about. Like, his answer will be no. Because he will always try. Like, this is
be a competitor. You can't keep me off the court.
This is a guy that fought through a core muscle injury that lasted 4.5 years. Like, I saw it at one point in time. It was the size basically of a baseball, and like what he was playing through was just nuts. And I was just like,
cool.
Dude, what the hell is that kind of a deal? Like, oh my God. So like his answer will probably be no, but I'm interested as does he have a little bit of like revisionist thought about because I think if you ask him, he'll say yes. Because he'll always say, "I want to be out there."
Of course, don't tell me when I can and can't be out there.
He's a lunatic. The times that he has been load managed, it has not been his call. I will tell you that for certain. It has not been his call. He wants to play always.
A couple questions asked on the YouTube chat. When's the diss track dropping on the Bucks?
That's not good. He's not going to say anything sideways about Milwaukee.
Are you going to finally go to the coast?
I can ask him that, and I guarantee his answer will be polite, but it's going to be not ugly.
Why?
Not his jam.
I've never met somebody so angry about the coast.
He's not angry about it. He's just like, whatever.
That sounds angry to me.
It's funny because he's got.
What did the ocean do to you?
Well, I mean, it's. Look,
the ocean.
I'm sure
the other side is Asia.
I will say I'll rattle some Oregonians up with this. Your coast sucks. It's pretty, but it's not a beach. It's a coast.
Whoa.
See already.
This is not a good idea.
No, it's
whoa.
This is not a good idea at all.
It's not a beach.
I need an adult.
You said it right. It's a coast. It's pretty and all those things. It's not a beach. It's not. Sand has to be white, not black.
It's not black.
It's black.
It's not black.
It's black.
What beaches are you going to?
Every beach
dirty ass water in Galveston, Texas.
Every beach in Oregon it's not a beach. It's not. It's a coast.
Oh man.
It's a coast.
Oh man, dude, we gotta get out of here.
No.
We can't do this, Rusty.
Look,
we can't do
it.
this.
It is what it is. I'll stand by it.
I'm ready to jump through this glass right now.
You can have your grand old times out there, but it's a coast. It's not a beach.
When we come back, closing arguments. I hate saying that
like
right
we
now.
already started that.
Jeez, Louise. Closing arguments next. That's Danny Marang. I'm Patrick, 1080 The Fan.
Sometimes in life, you really take it on the face, and it just comes at you day after day after day.
And a cascade of boos rained down from the stands.
You've done it, dude. You done pissed people off.
I'm sorry, your beach sucks. Somebody says you can't have fun. Like, if you can't have fun on the beach, it says more about you. I'm not saying
I
like,
agree
you
with
can't
that.
have fun down there.
I agree with that.
I'm saying as a beach, it sucks. As a coast, it's entirely fine.
I like this text. Danny declared war on Oregon today.
I like the one underneath it that says Danny is 10,000% right. It's
of course you like it because it agrees with you.
Yeah.
Not surprising from a U.S. seaman.
Yeah.
Somebody
pointed
I'm sorry, our beaches are so much better. My bad.
Somebody pointed at the Californian without pointing at the Californian.
Yeah. Just saying. Look, man. If you're like, oh, I really want to go to the Oregon beaches. You're like, no, you don't. You want to go to the Oregon coast. Like, again, it's pretty. It's
sand
nice.
into water is a beach.
Okay, go up to Alaska and put your foot in the water and tell me that works.
It's still going to be a beach.
No,
it's still going to be
a
a
coastline.
Beach.
No,
it's still a beach.
No, you're a son of a beach.
You're a beach.
I love how we both went to it immediately. It's great. No, look, It is. It's stunningly beautiful. The coastline falling into the water, all that stuff. You know, whether it's Astoria, Seaside, Newport, you get down to the southern beaches. Like, it's fine. It's like stunning fine. It's beautiful. But the idea that it is a quote unquote beach, no.
There's literally a city called Cannon Beach.
I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, it's not Cannon Coast.
Yeah.
They should. You know what?
It's not Cannon sucks.
No, they should update it to Cannon Coast.
You got Gold Beach down further.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, don't care.
Dude.
Don't care.
Rockaway Beach?
If you put your foot in the water and you go, "Oh my God, what is this?"
That's just cold swimming, but you can
No.
still have a great day at the beach.
No.
Yes, you can have a great day at the beach by not being in the water.
When somebody says, "I'm going to go to the beach," does frigid water and dark sand and trees pop in your head?
It's not dark
No,
sand.
It is.
If somebody says they're going to the beach, I assume they're not going to the Oregon coast. I
Ding,
will give
ding,
you
ding,
that.
ding, ding, ding,
However,
ding.
it is a beach.
I don't care.
We just call it the coast.
Yeah, no, that's
it's like the Jersey kids call it the shore.
Yeah,
we call it the coast.
Nobody is
soda
going
and pop.
You're not
They're
from
the same thing.
From LA to San Diego, nobody's going to the coast. They're going to the beach. Because it's warm and the water's nice and the sand will burn your feet a little bit.
That's because down there they're like, what does coast mean, dude?
Bruh. I've never been to the coast, bro.
Yeah, see, here you go. The water is cold. You can't suntan. Sand doesn't have rocks before you hit the sand.
I will tell you what.
You absolutely can suntan.
And you can absolutely tan.
And
out
I know
there,
that at the very least at Manzanita, there are not rocks before you hit the sand and the
can
water.
You can get sunburnt on an overcast day.
Gross.
You can. That's called UV. That
happened
science.
to me in Hawaii. I got sunburned on an overcast day. It can happen here
That's
too.
called science.
Yeah.
Danny, are you about to tell me now that you don't believe in science?
It happens to you because you're as white as a freaking piece of paper.
Wow, says the guy whose body is red all the time.
Whoa. I am not red.
That's because of the rage.
Yeah, that's also true.
Dude, like, I am tan.
No, you're like.
What is wrong with
you're
you?
Like 8 degrees lighter than me.
Dude, you're like a Crayola crayon box red.
No, that's only because my cheeks are. Okay, I'll take the hat off.
We're gonna start fighting.
Here we go.
Because
the hat is hiding the egregious tan line that you were just laughing at when we were in the bathroom.
Because it's surrounded by red.
Yeah, because I went golfing and
JoJo the lobster boy over
the
here.
left side of my face is significantly darker than the right for some reason. But the hat is hiding an egregious tan line.
Dude, you're lucky I can't fight because I'd kick your ass right now.
Yeah. And everybody's thinking, like, somebody says, if someone's born and raised here, I can see how someone from Cali wouldn't be able to vibe with the Oregon coast. Again, it's nice. I will go down there.
Backtrack in 1,
no, definitely
3,
not.
2.
But I'm with Dame. It's like, I'm good. Like I like in the middle of summer.
He's from Oakland.
Yeah, dude, he's literally
Point
from
to
the
me
beach.
a beach in Oakland.
Again,
you want to talk about having to get over rocks and stuff? I mean, there's a giant one in the middle of that damn bay.
And that's what he's saying is, I don't need this. I have it back home.
Off the top rope, Danny Marang here.
It is what it is, man.
Hey, I do appreciate that you are owning it, though.
I'll stand
There's
on
no
it.
backing down.
He's digging in.
He's digging in.
I'll go full Dame. I'll go 10 toes down. Just not on that beach. I'll sink my tootsies into some warm sand.
Oh God!
Yeah. I love going to the coast. I want to go to the coast right now.
I'll go down there and get some saltwater taffy. I'll get down.
Oh, no thanks.
Really?
No, dude.
Oh, see, I love me some taffy.
I can't have any like gummy stuff in my teeth anymore. I'm an old man.
Oh, see, I hit the Manzanita Sweets, and they've got this like chocolate peanut butter square bar that they only make there, and it's fantastic. And I should not have said it on the radio because now they're going to be out.
Rust gave up the secret.
Yeah.
Gave up the secrets.
I just gave out the old Guy Fieri diners, drive-ins, and dives curse.
It happens.
I think I just saw Luke Anderson turn down the radio out there.
Yeah, probably.
That's how
We're all
much
screaming about the coast.
so much we suck.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, he's probably mad at Danny for having such bad takes.
Oh, well.
We are not hot take radio, Danny.
Have better beaches.
Oh, see, you want to talk about bad beaches? Go look at Washington.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Do not try to deflect his hatred for Oregon coasts by throwing down my state. That's my country, bro.
Even on the inlets, like you've got, most of your beaches, like
Cape Disappointment is gorgeous.
Look, I mean, you've got meth adjacent everywhere on all of your beaches.
So does it mean the beach isn't cool?
Isn't Port Angeles like the meth capital of the country right now?
Yes. No, I think it's Port Townsend.
Oh, okay. Insert port in Washington. You've got more meth than sand.
Twilight was filmed in Washington.
Yeah, not near a beach.
Yeah, huh? Forks is too near a beach.
Forks is near a coast.
There you go.
Forks
that
is
would
near,
be the definition of a coast.
Forks is near a coast that has a beach.
But you got lots of big old cliffs and stuff
Dude,
up there.
I can't believe I lost Jeff Rust on this. I can't
That
believe
John
it.
Denver's full of man.
I had you the whole time, Rusty.
I'm an Oregonian.
I'm nice to you. He talks trash behind your back. I heard him yesterday.
I mean, the beaches stop like what, 50 miles north of Los Angeles, maybe a little bit more than that, but like that's where beach stops.
Now you're Fonzie on a pair of water skis.
Like on the East Coast, you get up to North Carolina.
I got that reference.
Like that's like North Carolina, Virginia. Like that's kind of where you get Virginia Beach. Like that's kind of where it's like Jersey Shore, all that kind of stuff. It's not.
There are beaches in New York City.
Yeah, and they're a little bit better, but not much.
Danny says to be a beach, you have to be white. Is that racist?
Wow.
That's what you said. White sand, right? You got to have white sand.
Yeah, he did say he hates that black sand.
Yeah, he does. He does. You going to ask Dame that tonight?
Yeah. Are you racist about
Do you
beaches?
hate white sand? I don't even know. The only thing I don't like about white sand, it gets really hot. White sand gets really hot.
Yeah.
Oregon coast sand, always wet, baby.
It happens.
Always wet.
Oh, it'll
baby.
get hot. That sand will get hot too.
Yeah. I've been out to the beach.
there you
I've
go.
been out to the coast and it's been 80 degrees.
There you go. There's your beach supremacy. Oregon beaches better than Washington beaches.
I'm really, really sad that you took a shot at Washington, Rust.
I'm sorry.
That broke my heart.
I apologize. Sometimes I got to punch down.
I loved you, and you broke my heart. You broke my heart. Coming up here in about 8 minutes, 6 minutes, your life will change forever.
Dun, 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 dun.
Isaac and Suk will be in to announce the big announcement. It's going to affect everybody's life.
Tick, 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 tick.
I can see Bossman Cooley out there, Dusty Mandalay Bay out there.
Everybody's out there.
Stick around to listen to the breaking news from the Primetime Boys from 3 to 7 next. That's Danny Marang. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I would do.
Bye.
Summer is here. Time to prepare for those outdoor projects. Mr. Plywood has all the supplies you'll need to build or repair that fence, deck, shed, or raised garden bed, and can give you advice to help you save time and money. Serving the greater Portland area for over 50 years. See them today or online at mrplywoodinc.com.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, Takis fans. Wendy's knows you love your Takis Fuego chips, so we thought, why not make a Takis Fuego meal with a Takis Fuego chicken sandwich with spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis Fuego chips and creamy corn spread. Plus, it comes with Fuego fries inspired by Takis and a bag of Takis Fuego chips. If we had any more heat, we might start an actual... I told him this would happen. For an intense new take on Takis chips, gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's. Includes 1 ounce Takis Fuego chips while supplies last. Takis and Fuego trademarks are used under license.
Do you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is letting everyone know about great